I kind of wish I brought some Dramamine. This water out here is pretty choppy.
Yeah.
I'm figured out the trick, dude. You got to look straight up. Look straight up. You'll hurt your neck, but I'm not nauseous at all. I fall a lot, but I'm not nauseous.
Well, somebody's got to be driving the boat. If I'm looking straight up, we're going to get lost.
Yeah, that's a problem.
But yeah, I mean,
don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. And if you're going to get sick, don't do it in the boat. Like, do it in the ocean.
Yeah,
I want to do it right at the front of the boat so it drifts to the back of the boat. So we have to watch it the entire time.
It's going to be like Cheez-Its.
The saddest carby lava lamp in the water. Yeah, I do like that. I also assume that Greg just ate Cheez-Its.
Well, I mean, I just had Cheez-Its and iced tea. That's why I said that.
All right, that makes sense.
Just projecting.
Yeah. But yeah, I brought you here. We're on a boat again. We're kind of just drifting between the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico out here in the Atlantic Ocean because, well, this is where the story takes place that I want to tell you about today. And maybe this will be the last boat cryptid, I think, for a while. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys about the Atlantic Ocean Winged Abomination. Is that cool?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, a winged abomination?
Yeah.
Is this like the cousin of the abominable snowman?
Yeah, I mean, it could, maybe. No, I mean, not really, but it's a very different monster. It's more about, there's not a lot about this monster, so I think maybe we could throw spaghetti against the wall and see what sticks with it, but the story leading up to it, I think it's harrowing, it's scary, and I think it's a good story.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, let me tell you about that Atlantic Ocean Winged Abomination.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I'm feeling it too. Oh God.
Oh. Over the side. Do it over the side.
It's Greg's Cryptid Corner, where mysteries abound. Bigfoot, Mothman, monsters, let's see what we found.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of Greg's Cryptid Corner, a podcast about monsters for weirdos. I'm your host, Greg, and as always, I'm joined by my two best guest friends. Dan, how you doing?
In a world where there's only boats, there's only one Dan throwing up off the side of them. I'm doing very well, thank you.
Excellent. Eric?
I just threw up off the side of the boat. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You move along.
Good. Eric, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I love an aquatic adventure. Do a little fishing. We can eat some more Cheez-Its and hang.
Is that what, do you equate aquatic adventures to Cheez-Its?
Just
in general?
Yeah, yes.
Nice.
This episode is sponsored by Cheez-Its.
Made with 100% real cheese. Toasted to get that trademarked crunch.
You know what? If I'm going to eat a cracker type food, I'm a big fan of the cheese on wheat crackers.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah. Really good.
I do like those. I'm also a fan of just OG buttery Ritz. I like a good Ritz cracker. Ooh. You know how they come in the mini tubes where it's just 10 crackers, and I don't feel like a fatty for eating like 6 mini tubes because they're just mini tubes.
Yeah, I hear you. You know what's really good? You take Ritz crackers and you put a Rolo in the middle of 2. Like make a little Rolo sandwich and bake it so it melts. Delicious. I recommend that. You got the buttery crackers with the chocolate and the caramel. Oh, so good.
Good
combo. I like if you microwave marshmallows on top of a saltine. That's a yummy treat. Ooh. You know what's not good though? Is abominations. And you know what's worse is when they got wings.
Yeah, the wings ones. Yeah, you got to watch out.
Who came up with that?
Yeah, well, somebody came up with it because it's a spooky one. So yeah, why don't we hop in? Let me tell you all about the journey to meeting this winged abomination. In August of 2004, a boat of 82 refugees traveling from the Dominican Republic to Puerto Rico were unfortunately swept out to the Atlantic Ocean. According to reports, they were lost and floating for 12 days.
Yikes.
With little to no food or water, they were forced to ration the breast milk from a new mother on board, as well as eventually resorting to cannibalism as folks started dying on board. Now, some of the people on the boat decided to give the others a better chance at survival and jumped overboard to their deaths.
Wow.
Okay, this is uplifting. This is a comedy
This
podcast.
is, how many days until you start on the breast milk?
Yeah.
So like day one, like an hour in?
4 hours.
I'm thirsty. This Gatorade isn't my favorite flavor. Can I get some of that milk?
It keeps coming, right? You know, it's a renewable resource.
You know, modern anthropologists have revisited what they assumed hunter-gatherer societies were, and they realized that women produced the majority of the calories consumed through breast milk.
Interesting.
And modern theories are that hunters were actually sent out to just get the men out of the camp for a little while, that they actually didn't gather as much as they, as we thought they did, which is fun. I kind of like that. I like the idea of it's like, you boys go out there and play. We're going to go, pick berries and do boob stuff. I don't know a PG way to put that. Yeah.
No, hey, good for them. That's we need to get back to that kind of life, I think.
Yeah, on land, not what is it, 12 miles off the coast in the Atlantic Ocean? That's horrifying.
Just somewhere lost in the Atlantic Ocean. So,
that is a thing of nightmares. Oh my God.
Yeah. So while this situation alone is dire and horrible, this is where we bring in a monster. So
no, it's not.
Jeez, ramp it up.
As they
Greg is a cruel god.
I didn't make this story. So as they were floating and being cooked under the hot sun, a creature appeared in the skies, which is now known as the Atlantic Ocean Winged Abomination. It floated above them as they huddled together in fear. Now, the creature was described as resembling a pterosaur, which we've seen similar, like the rope-in and the Van Meter visitor, so a big dinosaur bird. But the big difference is that its head was described as just a large human skull.
No.
I just picturing that that alone, I was just like, there's not much to this story, but it's a big skulled, like, pterodactyl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Great.
I do like it. I like it a lot. But you set it up with this context of like dying people looking up and seeing like an angel of death, like just waiting for their turn. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's so foreboding. Ugh.
Yeah. And it gets a little
cool,
weirder. Gets a little weirder as well. So now this creature didn't attack the refugees. It just kind of like flew above them. They huddled together and the group started to read from the New Testament in the hopes that God would save them. But the survivors of this ordeal told a reporter for the El Vaquero newspaper that pages from the Bible started disappearing as they were trying to read it.
Wow, I like that.
And
That's
eventually the creature left, and only 37 survivors were later rescued. So out of 82,
like 80?
yeah.
Wow. Were they eating the pages of the Bible?
It's possible. But no one could really explain what they had seen on the ocean. So, their descriptions kind of came out and everybody's just like, what could that have been? And that's going to be my question. What could it have been? Like, it could have been an unknown cryptid that roamed the skies over the ocean. It could have been a mass hallucination fed by the trauma of the situation, of being lost at sea and having to resort to cannibalism to survive. It could have been a manifestation of that same extreme trauma and fear. It could have been a demon. It could have been a pure coincidence of an interdimensional being crossing over at just the worst possible moment for these people.
Ha ha!
Wearing like the wrong outfit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't put my skin on today.
Yeah.
I forgot my face skin. I should have put my face on for you.
Did it do anything? Like, was it just hovering, like being menacing, or did it like kill people? Did it eat them? Did it?
Well, it didn't. It didn't. As far as the reports that I read, there's not a ton out here, and I could not find the story from that newspaper. Mm-hmm. It kind of just scared them. It kind of just flew around and scared them. Yeah, it was. I mean, chances are it probably pooped on them, right? You know, just like a seagull.
I don't know. Is
Not
it
good
eating?
luck.
It's got a skull for a head. Does it eat? I'm not convinced. And also, you've been saying that it hovers. So in my head, I'm not picturing flapping wings like it's keeping pace with the boat. I'm imagining like the diamond that hovers over a person's head in The Sims. Like its arms are crossed across its chest and its wings are outstretched, but like totally static. And it's just hovering over the boat. And the people can look up and see it, and it's just floating there. That's what I was picturing. But is this like flapping?
I think it's probably flapping and flying around. I used hover because I don't know words. And
No,
and
it's fine. Yeah.
I didn't think too far ahead of like, Dan's gonna analyze my verbiage here. I should have gotten it better. No, so I picture it flying around more. Again, there's not a lot of information. I'm kind of editorializing.
I have a theory
with some of it. Yeah. What's your theory?
What if it was a rogue seabird that was ostracized from its flock because it had a facial deformity?
Okay.
And it was just out flying in the middle of nowhere and came over these folks and was like, please be my friend.
Yeah, I buy that. I was also thinking that, like, have you ever seen a turkey vulture? Or most vultures don't have feathers on their heads. It's like a survival.
Yeah. So then they don't
trait.
get bacteria and parasites and stuff.
Yeah. So I could see that, like, maybe they would look up at this, like, big winged, and those birds are huge, and see that head and be like, that. I mean, I guess I could see a world where that could look like a human skull from a certain angle.
Well, and especially when you're starving and dehydrated and dying. Yeah. You're just bellies full of breast milk.
Milk drunk and dying. That's a great album name.
I think it could also be a seabird that picked up a human skull.
Whoa.
And was just carrying it around, you know?
Yeah. Just wearing it like a hat.
Where were these refugees coming from?
The Dominican Republic, heading over to Puerto Rico.
Are there any, like, what are the birds like in the Dominican Republic?
Oh, that's impossible to know.
They're
not pterodactyls, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair. I'm just wondering because if it is a group hallucination, then there would have to be some like common thing that they're all drawing from, right? Like mass religious hysteria always draws on some culturally relevant totem or whatever.
Yeah. Well, you said they were reading the Bible, right? Was it like the Book of Revelations or something? Was it like the end?
Well, it was the New Testament, which the Book of Revelation is part of. So
yeah.
Okay.
I gotta say,
Google tells me Dominican Republic has flamingos, so could have been a flamingo.
Flamingos are pretty creepy looking. Most of the birds, I'm looking at a little flow chart of birds that live there. Pretty cute.
Oh,
yeah, most of them are pretty cute. Pelicans and flamingos both are pretty creepy looking birds. Could be one of them. Could be a pelican.
Pelicans are kind of jerky.
Yeah, they're weird. I'm not a big pelican guy.
Yeah. I was in Florida when I was a kid, and there was a pelican on a dock. We were fishing off of a dock. I actually had a big grouper on that I lost.
Aww.
And I went past the pelican, and I was a kid. I guess I was a jerk, more so than I am now. But I was like, I went, wah, at the pelican, and it did it back to me and snapped at me like inches from my face. And ever since then, I was like, pelicans are a little jerky, man.
That pelican's like, little boys are jerks.
Yeah, he's saying this same story to his friends right now.
Yeah.
Seeing this little kid, he was a jerk.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like ducks around here too, or like geese. Geese are the worst. Geese are so mean. So maybe it was a goose. Maybe it was a lost goose. Just being mean, carrying around a skull just to freak out,
Like, do
stranded
you think
refugees.
that this is like a cryptid, Greg? It sounds like you're on board with the bird thing.
Oh yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board with the bird thing. I don't think it's cryptid. I think like this is the only time I've ever heard of this type of thing, and I liked the story, like the tale of being stranded at the on the ocean, not knowing if you're going to survive, and then you see this monster. I mean, there's tales of monsters in the ocean throughout all of history, right? Like, here there be kraken, So I think there's something out there, but the fact that they were drifting for days and starving, and people were jumping off the boat and drinking salt water.
Ooh.
Their minds were messed up.
Yeah,
and any bird flying around could have been seen as some sort of demon, you know,
right?
Unless you can catch it and eat it, and then that's albatross.
Yeah, usually I'm the one on these episodes that's like, were they drinking? Were they close to a methane leak? But it's pretty clear what's going on in these people's heads.
Trauma.
It is kind of interesting that other cryptids, like you said, that this matches really closely with other cryptids from other places in the world, except for the head being a little different, or very different, I guess. That is kind of cool that there's like a little bit of shared myth making there. Mm-hmm. But if you see a big winged thing, it's gonna vibe like a pterodactyl a little bit.
Yeah. I mean the Van Meter visitor, you know, if you recall, he could shoot a light out of his head. So,
oh yeah. I'm thinking of the wrong. That was Metal Dress. Was what was it? It was like the first episode we ever did.
Flatwoods Monster.
Monster. Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, so that's the story of the Atlantic Ocean Winged Abomination. That name alone is cool.
It is.
It's got a skull head. It's a pterodactyl with a skull head. Pretty cool. I think it was strictly a mass trauma-based hallucination where somebody was probably like, there's a skull bird up there. And they were like, holy crap, there's a skull bird. You know, everyone was starting to see it.
Welcome to Greg's Cryptid Corner, where we talk about things we're pretty sure aren't cryptids.
No, it's okay.
I'm just
stories out there, and you know, I don't know. I don't think every cryptid is real. I think this one is. There's a lot going against it being real, but I think these people saw something, right?
I do like the idea of like mass hallucinations, that it's kind of just like an improv, like a creative exercise. You're like someone's like, oh, there's a giant bird, and then someone's like, it's got a skull, and you just keep adding on. Like,
my pages of my Bible are missing.
Yeah, my oh, its head's on fire. Oh, now it's got sunglasses on. And you just keep adding like to it.
Do you think somebody was eating the pages from the Bible and they blamed it on the fake bird?
Definitely.
Oh,
yeah,
could be.
Just scarfing down like Jeremiah. The bird did it.
Look over there.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was look over there. There's a skull-headed bird and just gnawing down that Bible. It's a big book, you know.
That book hates 2 Timothy.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys have any more thoughts on it, but that's kind of the gist of the Atlantic Ocean Winged Abomination.
It's cool. Yeah, I'm not a fan of going out on boats in the middle of the ocean.
I'm sorry about that.
Bit more on that. Yeah. I don't know. I guess if I'm going to travel across the ocean, I want to bring a little rifle so I can shoot at whatever winged abomination comes my way. And maybe I'll bring some extra breast milk.
Yeah, I was going to say,
definitely.
I did pack us a jug of milk just in case.
That's good.
It's one of those Camelback things, just full milk, hot milk.
Hot milk.
Oh man, to be honest, I feel a little dirty even joking about it. That's a really sad story, dude. That sucks.
I know, it is kind of rough.
Well,
really tragic.
Sometimes tragedy, you have to laugh. Sometimes, if we don't laugh, we're just gonna cry.
Yeah.
But yes, that's a quick one. This was the Atlantic Ocean Winged Abomination. And we'll find we'll have a different creature next week. Who knows? We'll see.
I want part 2. Patreon only, part 2.
There's no part 2.
How winged was it?
There's no part 2.
It's just in each ocean.
The Pacific winged. That would be like a tech bro. And he like flaps his arms and he has like a MacBook in each arm. I think skull for a head.
I think the Pacific Ocean Winged Abomination would have like sunglasses. It would be like surfing.
Surfer dude. Yeah. Ordering pizza. Eating pizza in front of him, being like, you can't have any.
He bogarts the milk out of your hand. Sorry, bro, that's mine.
The toppings on the pizza are pages from the Bible. So stupid. Oh man. Anyway, we got no new reviews this week. And I didn't see any comments on Spotify. But that is okay. And we appreciate you listening regardless.
We love you.
If you want to get a little more Greg's Cryptid Corner, we just introduced a new Patreon series called Greg's Cryptid Corner News Network. What was it?
GCCNN.
GCCNN.
You got it. You got it in one.
Nice.
Oh yeah, dude. We're still figuring it out. You can come along with us on that journey.
Yeah. Come join us on Patreon. $2 a month gets you into the Discord. We'll be doing movie watches and chatting about stuff. We've been talking about tarot cards recently. And $5 will get you a name shouted out at the end of each episode. And want to go ahead and shout out your Squonk supporters. Amy's Birdhouse, Liam Neville, Bridget, Pam and Brian, Molly, and an unperceived interdimensional Bigfoot. So.
That last one sparked my interest. All right.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
How do we know? I guess it's my first question.
Yeah. Well, got a message from the Bigfoot. So
okay. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I've always assumed big feet communicate telepathically. I don't know why. Maybe something just told me in my brain.
Yeah. You're always being talked to in the middle of the night in the dark by a Bigfoot.
Yeah. Just my luck.
But thank you for supporting the show.
Yeah, thank you.
We're going to have some fun over there. And as always, I'm Squonk. You're Squonk. Go Birds. Sadly. Sadly, go Birds.
I was wondering if you're going to say that one.
I can't not say it.
Yeah, is that why you picked a death bird for this week's episode?
You're
channeling your angst about the Eagles
subconsciously. Yeah, I was like, I feel like the Eagles are just, their logo is now just a skull with wings. With how sad I am.
I'm still thinking about this creature design. So this bird with a skull head would like swoop down and like skim the water with its like slack jaw. So the teeth would like cut through the water and would like scoop up minnows or kelp. I don't know. I don't know what. I guess it just eats sailors. It didn't even seem to eat anybody, right? It was just like feeding on their fear. It's like a Dementor from Harry Potter.
Yeah, it didn't eat anybody. Yeah, I like that idea. Maybe it was feeding on fear.
Give me that fear. And some breast milk too.